back. It has been a little bit of time since I've uploaded a video. Well, I will have uploaded one this week, but you know, I'm filming them on the same day right now. But yeah, I'm finally not sick anymore. It really sucked. I had no voice last week. It was really not nice. Like, I didn't feel like horribly sick, but I couldn't really talk for quite some days. So, you know, filming was out of the window. And yeah, it was a little bit annoying, to be honest. I wasn't the biggest fan. Hopefully, that will be the last cold for the foreseeable future, but I seem to have a year of colds. Last year, I didn't get sick at all, and this year, I already had 3 colds. Pretty heavy colds, actually, compared to like what I normally used to get. So yeah, who knows what's up this year. But I didn't want to start the reading vlog. It is Monday. I have a really rare day because my partner took the dog with him to the office, so I don't have to really leave the house. I did run some errands already. Like, for that, I had to leave the house, but I don't have to go out with the dog at anything, which is really weird, to be honest. I'm always feeling like I hear the dog, but the dog isn't here. I'm not hearing the dog, but like, you're so used to him making noises that like every little noise I'm like, oh, it's the dog, and it's not the dog because he isn't here. Just like a quick catch up, I did read 2 books last week. I read Parasite by Myra Grant. I don't even know if I told you about that book. I didn't like it, sadly. It wasn't my favorite. I found it to be really boring, and the plot twist, kind of a thrilly thing, was so obvious from the beginning. And yeah, the characters were really bland. I don't know. It feels like an outlier because I feel like Sean McGuire is like a really good character writer in her other books, but like Parasite felt like really weird for me. So yeah, that one got 2 stars and I didn't really enjoy it. And then the second book that I read was a reread of the Mistborn series, well, the first part, The Final Empire, which got 5 stars. I love that book so much. That was such a great reread. And like, just talking with my partner about the book, it was really nice, because I'm so happy that he's reading them. Like, he isn't through yet, but he's reading them at the moment. He bought all 3, like the first series. I'm pretty sure he will love the second series as well. I didn't, because I didn't like the setting anymore, but like, I'm pretty sure he will like both series. So yeah, that was really fun. Other than that, I did a whole lot of knitting. So I'm currently waiting for Amazon to come because I ordered some needles. I wanted to have them pretty quickly, which is why I ordered them on Amazon. Normally I would order my knitting supplies at like a yarn shop, but I wanted to be able to continue, and I needed 40 centimeter round needles, which I don't own, I actually realized. So I bought a set of those because I could continue without them, but I hate doing magic loop, so I can't really continue without them. But what I managed to do last week is finish the body of my cardigan. This is the balloon cardigan for everyone who knits from Petite Knit. I love it. It sits perfectly. It like ends right on like my hip, like my smallest part. My waist is my smallest part. It's a little bit lower than my waist. It fits perfectly. I'm so happy with that. And yeah, I did the ribbing. I did the whole body. It looks so nice on. I'm gonna see if I can show you. It is way too warm to be wearing this, but as you can see, this is how it sits. Like, it stops perfectly at like my waist, and yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's exactly what I wanted. And yeah, I need to do the arms now, but these needles are slightly too big, so I would need to do magic ring, and I hate doing magic ring, so we're not doing that. We are waiting for the needles that will fit. And then, because I couldn't continue with that one, because obviously I had to wait for the needles, I started a new knit, and that one I have to take my glasses off for, because otherwise I can't show you. I bought some new yarn. Let's start with the yarn. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit scatterbrained. I decided to try a new yarn brand that is supposed to be really, really good. And I didn't want to buy new yarn, technically, but I wanted to try it out just to know in the future where I want to order my yarn. And so I decided to order from Drops. And I ordered 3 types of yarn just to be able to like try them out, try different versions of yarn. So I ordered this Drops Nepal, which is wool and alpaca in this like grayish lilac-y color. Then I ordered some cotton merino in a dark green because I love dark green. Yeah, this feels really, really nice. And then the last thing I ordered was brushed alpaca silk, which is this like really fluffy yarn. And I always wanted to try such a fluffy yarn, but I always thought that was too expensive, and the Drops version was really affordable. So what I did do is I knit, what is this? Like, it's just sleeves like this, and then you make sleeves onto it. Let me show you. So pretty much sits like this, and then you just knit sleeves until here. And it's like a shrug or something. I don't know what the word in English is for it. I wouldn't even know what the word in German is for it, to be honest. But I love the pattern, and it looks so nice. It is super warm, which, like, we're going into summer, so it's probably not the most sensible thing to do right now. But I love the look. And then, you know, imagine like some really nice billowy sleeves here, which I will hopefully knit today and tomorrow. They shouldn't take long because this is knit on really, really big needles. But yeah, I'm so proud of this one. This looks so nice. It's like knit in like pieces, and then you like knit it together on these parts. It's so cool, and the wool feels so nice. It's like alpaca and silk mixed, and it feels so good on the skin, I have to say. So yeah, I don't know if it's the best color with my hair right now, especially on video, but we're gonna go with it. But yeah, it looks, I'm so proud of it. It looks so good. And especially for my first time working with like such a yarn, it was really scary, to be honest. And yeah, I'm really happy. But yeah, when I get sick, I tend to buy things to make myself feel better, and that is definitely what I did with this. But yeah, that is what I've been up to the last week. And now that we're all caught up, this is what I'm currently reading. I am reading The Kaju Preservation Society by John Scalzi, which is a fantastic book. I've already read this once, but I was in the mood for a reread, and so I decided to read it again. I'm halfway through. I will probably finish the second half today. This is somebody who lost his job during COVID, and then he meets an old acquaintance from university, and the acquaintance is like, hey, I have a job. Somebody had to be exchanged because he got COVID. Like, do you want the job? Like, I have a job for you. And he's like, yeah, let me do it. Like, what do you work for? And he's like, yeah, I work for Animal Preservation Society. And he's like, yeah, why not? And in reality, the friend works for the Kaju Preservation Society. If you don't know what Kaju are, kaiju, not Kaju, kaiju. It's pretty much what Godzilla is. These like massive beings. These ones in here live in like a parallel world, kind of. And they have the atomic reactors, I think is what it is, that are powering them. And it's a classic bad guy, nice guy story, like where the bad guys are trying to get the kaijus to go into the real world and then exploit them, and our guys, the good guys, try to stop them from doing that and keep the kaijus happy and content and good in their own world, and kind of keep them alive because they are kind of nearly dying out in their own world. Like they are, yeah, preserving them. My god. So yeah, it's a brilliant book. I love reading it. It is like pure entertainment, which is what John Scalzi wanted to do. Like there's an afterword in here where he explains like that he really kind of lost himself during COVID, and then he was like, oh, I need something entertaining that is just there for the entertainment value, for nothing more, and the book's brilliant for that. So yeah, I will probably finish this today, and then we will pick up another book tomorrow. So yeah, we're all caught up now. I will now do a little bit of gaming, and once my needles are coming, I will do a lot of knitting today, because I kind of want to get a lot further with the shrug, so I can then go back to the bloom cardigan. So yeah, I am full of motivation, I have to say it. I have a lot of energy this week. I had a brilliant workout this morning. I'm feeling so much better. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. We will see how the reading is going and what the knitting is doing. And yeah, I hope your week is starting as great as mine, because we all deserve that, to be honest. Okay, it is Tuesday afternoon now. It is really warm in Berlin today, yesterday, probably this whole week, which, like, I'm not ready for summer, but summer seems to be ready for me. Yeah, it is Tuesday. I finished work. I have the washing machine going, which I'm really sorry if you can hear that. I'm gonna try to edit it out. But yeah, it's what needs to be done. Let's talk reading. I finished the Kaiju Preservation Society. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I gave it 4 stars again. It is just a really entertaining novel. Yeah, it is short. It is a good read. I just, there's nothing really that special about it, which is why it's 4 stars. It's not really standing out, but it's not what the book wanted to do. So yeah, I think it's a really good, like, change up from what a lot of us normally read, to have like a really entertaining sci-fi novel that like is a little bit like your generic action movie, good versus bad, with like pretty obvious roles, who's good, who's bad, and stuff like that. So yeah, that is what I think this book kind of stands for, and it was a lot of fun reading. So yeah, I would really recommend this if you haven't read it yet. I have read 2, I think, short stories by John Scalzi, and I do own quite a few of his books as ebooks, but I haven't gotten around to them. So yeah, I don't know how his writing really is otherwise. I did like the short stories. I wasn't like amazed by them, but they were like, short stories. I think short stories is always a little bit harder to like rate them, but it is what it is. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. The next book that I am starting is The Bone Season, which I have downstairs, so I don't have it with me right now. I will show you tomorrow. Which The Bone Season is by Samantha Shannon, and it is a fantasy. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I already started it once and I stopped because I didn't like it. I'm not at that point right now where I stopped the last time, so we'll see how it's going. I started, just a little bit yesterday, and then I will continue today. But yeah, I have no idea really how I'm gonna like it, because last time I remembered I didn't like it. So we're gonna give it another good try, and then we'll see. It has something to do with clairvoyant people and them being hunted by kind of the government. It plays in an alternative London, and so yeah, our main character is one of these clairvoyant type of people, and she can go into the like spirit of other people, and yeah, she is captured, and yeah, kind of goes from there somehow. So yeah, we'll see how that will continue. It does start interesting, but yeah, I know I put it away once already, so I'm not having the highest hopes that I will like it. Let's keep it at that. And then knitting wise, I am making great progress with my top. Oh my god. This way around, is it? It's like this, and then this is the sleeve. I am getting near the like end of the sleeve, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, hopefully I can finish the first sleeve today. That would be great. I don't know yet, because my wrists are hurting a little bit and I need to be careful. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I can finish the first sleeve and then I can show you tomorrow how it looks with the first sleeve done. Though I do need to learn the cuff bit because it's done with an I-cord and I've never done an I-cord. And I heard that it's kind of complicated, so we're gonna see. I will have to learn something new, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. It feels really, really soft. It's like slightly coarse, but it's still really soft when worn. But yeah, it's definitely not the weather for it right now. But you know what? Who cares? I don't in my knitting, but yeah, I'm really enjoying that. And yeah, that is kind of all of the updates for today. We'll see how bone season continues when I continue with that tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit afraid that I won't like it. But you know what? If I DNF it, I DNF it. I won't force myself to read something I have no interest in reading. So we'll see. It seems to be a really dark book. So yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Wish me luck that I like it. I'm 80 pages in, so I'm a little bit in, and I do know that the point where I stopped the last time is like fast approaching. So I'm not quite at the point where I stopped last time. Hopefully I can make it through. I think what really kind of annoys me with this book is that it's, first of all, we get way too little information about the world in general. I feel like the beginning is way too fast. I would have loved more information, firstly about our main character. I have the feeling that we know next to nothing about our main character, which is a little bit annoying. And then about the world. I would have loved more about the general world, not the stuff that is connected to where our main character gets taken, but like London, the alternative London the story is like kind of set in. I would have loved way more about that part of the story, and we get, at least in the beginning, next to nothing. I think it's too fast. And then our main character is like pretty much like insert yourself main character with who's like special and has to be careful because she has the eye on them, because she has special abilities and stuff like that. It feels really like a symptom of its time, I would say. I don't know how old this is, but let me look. This one, 2013, so it is 12 years old now. But yeah, I think it feels a little bit like a book of its time, where there were a lot of like female main characters. They were pretty bland, and you know, where you're supposed to self-insert yourself, and they had like special abilities better than all of the rest, and they are against the world and everything. And yeah, I don't know. It's not really interesting, to be honest. I love the setting in itself, but it also seems to be a kind of vampire-ish story. They're not really vampires, but like the bad guys, or like what we assume to be the bad guys at the time of being, they feast on the auras of the people in the story who have like these special abilities, and it feels vampire-ish. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a book for me. That much I can tell you already. We'll see. I will try to get through it, because I do want to know if it kind of changes the longer we go on, or if it's just the whole rest of the book just her against the people who are kind of holding all of the clairvoyants captive and making them their slaves, kind of. So yeah, that is where we're at with reading. I don't know. I really don't. Then my book box should come today, which is nice because I'm excited for seeing what is in there. It's my sci-fi book box, and the last one I wasn't that happy with, but hopefully I'm a lot happier with the book that is in it today. So yeah, that one is coming still. I did some editing today, which was really necessary because I didn't do it yesterday. Which wasn't ideal, to be honest. And yeah, I did a lot of knitting, so let me show you the progress. So this is the progress. I finished one sleeve and I'm currently at the second sleeve. Let me show you how it's looking, because I really loved it. I also weaved in all of the ends, so I won't have to do that at the end. And it's also not the weather for something like this, because it is quite warm. But yeah, that is how the sleeve is looking. It is like a really nice bell sleeve. I think I could have made it like slightly longer, but obviously I still need to wash it and block it, so I think it might grow a little bit still, so it will probably go a little bit further on, which is what I prefer. I prefer long sleeves. But yeah, I absolutely love it. This is how the sleeve is looking, and then obviously that is what I'm doing with this one. But as you can tell, I'm not that far into the second sleeve yet. But I love the look of this. I hope it relaxes just slightly, like a little bit longer, so it goes a little bit farther down. It gives me more space at the neck, but even if it doesn't grow anymore, I'm totally fine with it. I'm really loving it. I'm already tempted to buy the yarn in another color and made myself one in black, because that is what will be most compatible with like most of my wardrobe. But yeah, I love this really dark wine red color, so yeah, it is so comfortable. The yarn is so soft and like nice against the skin. I'm absolutely loving it, but it is way too warm. So I will take it off again. But yeah, that is the knitting progress I made. So I will be able to finish this in the next couple of days, which is really nice because I have so many projects that I want to do, that I want to knit, that I want to get through. Yeah, it's a little bit of an obsession right now, which, you know, it's a good obsession, so I don't care. And yeah, I think that is all for the update. I might pick the book that comes in the book box today up as like a second read, so I have 2 books to read parallel to maybe make this a little bit more bearable. I don't hate it, but I find it to be incredibly boring, which it feels kind of unfair for the story of the book, because the story isn't like horrible, but I don't know, it's such a weird thing because the characters feel so bland and not really that interesting. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow with the reading update, and I will show you the new book then, and we'll see how much progress I can make knitting today and then tomorrow before I speak to you. Okay, let's talk first about the bone season, which I don't have with me right now because it's laying beside my bed where I read it late into the night yesterday. Yeah, it's a child of its time, I would say. I think it's pretty obvious where it's going. I read quite a bit yesterday. I don't know, I'm in the late like 200s page-wise, so I'm actually made my way quite a bit through. It's such an obvious story. I don't know. I mean, it's not a problem that it's such an obvious story. I just think it's not what I enjoy reading anymore. So yeah, you know, we have like an uprising coming of like all of the clairvoyant people that are held by the Repharim, which are these like vampire like beings. And, you know, somebody who may have his loyalties not with his own people, and it's so obvious that our main character is gonna fall in love with the guy who is training her and who technically she serves, which, you know, it's a thing in itself. I feel like it's what the books were that were written like that. Like, still, a lot of YA is written that way, which is one of the reasons I don't enjoy YA particularly much. So yeah, it's not a series for me. It's not a book for me, to be honest, but I will make my way through it, which is a nice thing, because I didn't know if I could, but yeah, I will make my way through it. It's fine. It's not what I enjoy reading that much, but, you know, it's not a horrible book. It's just, you need to like YA and the typical going of those YA stories, like the fantasy YA stories, to kind of enjoy the book. Like, you need to love the love stories that are always happening between enemies, and, you know, the uprisings, the betrayals, the problem with royalties, all of that. You need to really like that in like a YA setting to enjoy those books, and I don't particularly love those anymore. So yeah, it's doable. You know, it's readable. It's not bad. It's just not what I would buy nowadays. But you know, I didn't buy the book nowadays. It's like, I would say at least like 9 years or something like that when I bought the book. So obviously my reading taste has changed a lot since then. So yeah, it is what it is. Then I did some reading today already as well, and I started with a book that came in the Starbright exclusive, which is the sci-fi book only Illumicrate subscription box, and this is Overgrowth by Mira Grant, which is kind of funny because last week I read Parasite by Mira Grant and didn't really love it. This one starts a whole lot better, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I think it's actually kind of a funny start to the novel. Maybe I'm the only one who finds it funny, but you know. The book is about an alien life form that comes to Earth and mimics a child. And we start with, like, at the beginning with the birth of the child that gets mimicked and the way that happens, and like the alien life form coming to Earth in an asteroid, and then some of them surviving and building these plants because it is a plant life form, and then the plant kills the child and takes its form. But like, the plant lady has the memories of the child, and she doesn't really know why she's on Earth. Like, she knows she's an alien, but she doesn't know why she's on her Earth, other than that there's an invasion coming. And so she goes back out of the forest. Like, her mom thinks she's missing for 3.5 days. They all think the child got captured, and the child comes home and is like, yeah, mom, I'm an alien, I'm not human anymore. And the mother's like, no, oh, it's fine, my girl, it's fine, my girl. You know, we're just happy you're back home. And then the book picks up again when she's like in her 30s and living with like roommates, working in IT and customer service. And, you know, she's like talking like, yeah, I tell everybody that I'm an alien and nobody ever believes me. They all think I'm kind of crazy, but you know, I'm the nice kind of crazy. So nobody really cares that I tell them all that there's an invasion coming and that I'm an alien. And I think it's a really funny beginning for a story that I think will turn actually quite a bit darker, at least if we go by the design of the book, because this is a brilliant design. I love this design so much. It's such a pretty book. The stenciled edges as well, and then if you take the dust jacket off, we have like this really nice foresty scene. Yeah, it's a pretty book. But yeah, I'm enjoying the story so far quite a bit. I think I'm 50 pages in. Roughly, yeah, I'm 50 pages in. So I will continue probably tomorrow, well, maybe tonight, probably tomorrow. But yeah, I'm enjoying that one quite a bit, and it is a sci-fi. It's not as disappointing as the first one was, which wasn't really a sci-fi in my opinion. This one, definitely a sci-fi. I am enjoying it. I think it's kind of a funny book. I like the main character, like, she's really cool, and obviously, you know, it's a kind of a funny thing that we have like this alien life form as our main character, who's like, you know, self-aware enough that she is pretty human, but she is an alien from this like plant species, and she has like a few like quirks that make her obviously not human, like for us readers, but like other people just think she's a really weird stuck-up person. I think it's funny. And yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes, to be honest. I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, that is kind of all of the reading updates. Then I do have a knitting update. I am making my way really nicely through this. Can I even show you what it's looking like right now? It's probably hard, but this is like the finished arm, and then this is the arm I'm currently working on. I have 20 rows left, and then I have to do the bind off, and I'm finished with this project, which hopefully I will be able to do today. That is the plan for today. Finish this and be able to wear it tomorrow. So yeah, that is what I will be doing the rest of the day, pretty much. And yeah, then I will be doing a little bit of reading tonight. Okay, let's do a check-in. It is Friday afternoon. Let's talk first about my outfit because obviously I wouldn't wear this over this top, but I just got that this off of the blocking mats because I finished yesterday knitting this and then I washed and blocked it, and I just got it off because it is now mostly dry and it blocked perfectly. It looks so good. It has the perfect neck amount, which I was a little bit afraid it was too narrow, but it actually blocked out perfectly. It is a dream. I love this bolero. I don't even know what you would call this, but I love it so much. The arms have like the perfect length because I like to tuck my fingers into my arms. But yeah, if I don't do that, like they fit perfectly. It is so comfortable to wear, so comfortable, and I personally feel like it looks perfect. Yeah, the pattern is perfect. It was really nice to knit. It knit up really quickly. Took me a week to finish this, so I think that's a good time. And yeah, with like a nice black top underneath, it will look absolutely perfect. I am so happy. But yeah, I wanted to show you this because I'm actually really proud of it, and I think this is one of the, like, except for this top, one of the first like really professional looking pieces I made with knitting, and yeah, obviously that makes me really proud of it. So, I am so happy. I would definitely, oh, I think I I blocked a little bit of a corner into the piece. Oh well. Yeah, I'm really proud of it and I'm really happy, so I wanted to show you. Now we can continue with a reading update. I finished The Bone Season. I'm giving it 3 stars. It's not a bad book, it's just not a book I enjoy anymore, topic-wise. I feel like giving it 2 stars is mean, and I don't want to be mean to the book because I do think that if I've read it 13 years ago when it came out, which I would have been 17 then, I think I would have been the perfect audience for the book. I just didn't read it when it came out, and so I think that is the main problem, because it does end pretty like spot on for a YA novel. So, our main character escapes with some others, and the guy she falls in love with, which is the guy who is supposed to look after her and is her master pretty much in the whole thing, he stays back to fight the guys back, and they get split up at the end, and yeah, it's a drama in itself. But yeah, it is your really typical YA novel. I think that needs to be said. So if you enjoy YA novels, especially like those really typical, more dystopian ones, go for this. I would say it's a really good read if you like that. If you're like me and don't really enjoy YA and haven't in quite some time, I wouldn't go for this book because it is so typical YA. And yeah, you won't enjoy it if you don't like YA. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it 3 stars because it's obviously really not a bad book. It's just I'm the wrong audience for it, and that happens if you buy books and don't read them. So, that's the reason I'm getting my physical TBR down, because that is what happens if I don't read the books in like a good time frame, and so yeah, we're combating that, and I am making progress, which is the nice thing. And then we also have an update for Overgrowth. I am now 100 pages in. And yeah, we're now at the point where our aliens have introduced themselves with like a message through space that they are coming. It is not a message the humans can understand. It's like this really like sing-songy message, but our main character understood it, and they are now coming. And turns out one of her friends actually didn't believe her that she's an alien. The other one did, but the guy she's living with is like totally freaking out now and telling her she's crazy, and he's kind of like leaving her there. And the other friend, which is the girl, she's like, oh my god, we need to get away because obviously you told everyone you're an alien, and there's like an alien communication, and people might think it's a hoax and people might think it's not a hoax, and in the end they probably all want to hurt you or talk to you, and you're gonna be in like a bad situation. So we're now at the point where our main character is kind of fleeing the situation, and she called her boyfriend, who is in like, he works in the field for for like some kind of company. He goes into the field. He's interested in animals, I think, but he doesn't work with animals directly. I don't know. It was a vague description of his job, and he's coming back now to help them. He obviously believes that as well. I mean, you kind of have to if you get together with somebody who says she's an alien plant. So yeah, he's coming back, and then I think the three will probably likely try to escape out of the reach of people who know that she says she's an alien. And then yeah, we are 22 days out from invasion, which it always says at the beginning of a chapter how many days we are out, and I think we started at like 31 days and we are at 22 days now. So yeah, I'm still really enjoying this. I have no idea where we're going with this book, to be honest. I can't really see where we're going. So it's gonna stay interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna continue with this tomorrow morning. And tonight I'm gonna start The Hobbit, because I'm really looking forward to that one. And I really want to start with The Hobbit again. And yeah, other than that, I'm doing a little bit of gaming. I built some Lego. I'm gonna insert some videos here of how it's looking. I bought myself some plant Lego, and they look so cool. I really love the plant sets from Lego. I'm like a big Lego fan, which I always feel hypocritical about, because I do try to be as environmentally friendly as I can in certain restraints, but Lego is definitely not environmentally friendly, but it's my one big weakness, I have to say. But yeah, they were on sale for a good amount, so I did treat myself to 2 Lego sets, and I built them, and they look fantastic. I love them. So yeah, that is what I built today. And then I also started knitting a new piece. Technically I wanted to continue with my black cardigan, but I only have to do the arms now, and I'm not really in the mood to do arms. So I am knitting another version of this top, but I'm knitting it bigger, like 2 sizes bigger, and with bigger needles, so it will come out like a lot bigger, hopefully, because as much as I love this version of the top, it was originally supposed to be like a little bit oversized, so you can wear it over like long sleeves as well as just as a top, and that is what I want to achieve. So I'm doing that in like a rusty orange color, which I really love the color. So hopefully that turns out more like the pattern was supposed to be. I do still absolutely love this version. I love wearing it. So yeah, that is not the problem, but I do want to have a bigger version I can put over long sleeves and stuff like that. So I have started with that, and I will continue with that as well today. So yeah, up to date. I'm really sorry that we only kind of have talking clips this week, but yeah, I'm kind of not mentally in the space to do more than just talk to you, so I hope that is fine. And yeah, we'll see what the reading update will be tomorrow. Hopefully I can get a little bit further in Overgrowth, and then we'll see how much of The Hobbit I will read tonight, which might be quite a bit, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's do a quick check-in before I edit this vlog and finish it. I read so much of The Hobbit yesterday. I kind of lost myself a little bit in the book, but yeah, I read the first 180 pages of The Hobbit, so I don't actually have that much left. I think maybe like 100 pages. But yeah, this is such a good book. I don't know why I haven't reread it sooner again. I mean, I have read The Hobbit a few times now. It's not like my first reread or anything, but I do tend to reread the Lord of the Rings books much more, just because I love the audiobooks so much. But yeah, I love it so much. It's such a good book. I mean, I think like reading wise, you can see that it is written for a slightly younger audience, but I don't think that it really matters all that much. Also, I love Bilbo. It is what it is. I love Bilbo as a character. I think he's a really cool character. But yeah, this is such a brilliant book. I love it. Also, I love my edition. I really like the cover of this edition. But yeah, I don't know what really to say for The Hobbit. I mean, who doesn't know what The Hobbit is about? Let's be honest. But yeah, I'm now at the point where they are on the doorstep of the Misty Mountains, and yeah, we are about to meet the dragon. like face to face. But yeah, I love this story. I love it so much. So yeah, I did mostly read that. I read a little bit more of Overgrowth as well. I'm at page 120 now. And our main character now has gotten together with her partner and they are flying to Maine, which they are naming as the Stephen King country. And they are flying there to talk to the person who found the message first, the alien message, and also at the point where like nobody has been able to like show that it's a hoax or anything, and the more that people try to prove that it's a hoax, the more they are proving that the message seems to be from real aliens. So yeah, that is where we're at right now. The longer we get into the book, the more it's also apparent that it is taking like place in like current times. The thing is, let me. It is taking place in 2031, but it reads as if it is taking place right now, political wise, how people behave. The partner from our main character, for example, is trans, and how he has to go through the world and stuff like that. So it is like taking like a stand that is pretty much like current political things. But I like it. I think it's not as overbearing as it was with the Chuck Wendig book. So I don't mind it. But yeah, I haven't read that much further. I will do that once I finish with The Hobbit because I'm just so into The Hobbit right now. So I probably will finish The Hobbit today. I mean, it is a 5-star anyway, so I thought I'd check in now and then I can finish the vlog, can edit it, and enjoy the rest of my weekend. So yeah, but that is all with the reading, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. This was a really, really chatty week for me. I realized that editing the video right now. But yeah, I had a really, really good reading week. I really enjoyed all that I did read, even though like not everything got like fantastic stars, but I did enjoy everything that I read or read this week. And I did a lot of knitting. I had a wonderful week hobby-wise, which is really great. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope your reading this week went as well as mine, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!